Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're having an awesome week. Today I am doing something very, very exciting. I am up potting tomatoes in particular. I will also be up potting some other things because it looks like the basil is ready to have a little bit more space as well. So I wanted to show you how I go about doing this and what has worked for me. Now, gotta pick this guy up here. Look at those! Aren't they pretty? Okay, I'm very proud of all these wonderful, beautiful tomatoes. And pots. Okay, so these are not exactly the pots that I want for long term, but it's all that I could find. The main places that I was checking were completely sold out of the exact ones that I wanted, but from what I can tell, these guys are probably gonna last a season, maybe 2 seasons. Ooh, hornet? Okay. Maybe 2 seasons, which, like I said, the ones that I wanted were completely and utterly sold out. They're by the Bootstrap Farmer. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to invest in some of those here very soon. But this will just have to do for now. So all I'm doing is taking another potting mix. This is a raised bed / potting mix. So this is really good for containers, which these are going to be going into raised beds. They're not going into containers for me. But if you are doing container gardening or raised bed gardening, there's usually a special type of soil that helps to hold on to the moisture and regulate that moisture a little bit better than regular in-ground soil. Now, what I'm also going to have out here, it's a fork. Okay, there are specific tools that look like this for this exact purpose. I don't have one. I don't really feel a need to invest in a separate fork when I can just wash one of my own and, sanitize it in the dishwasher. So I just don't really see much of a reason to invest in one. But if you want to do that, there are plenty of supply places that you can definitely do that with. All right, now without any further ado, let me change your position here and we will get started up potting. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I've got that guy full. And let's see, I'm gonna pick this guy over here just so I can show you a dividing technique. I had talked about this on my blog for herbs. You can do this with quite a few plants. The only ones that don't like their roots to be disturbed are things in the squash family. Watermelon doesn't like to have its roots disturbed. Cucumbers don't really care to have their roots disturbed, but on tomatoes and peppers, when you see 2 little guys like this, that means that there's 2 plants in there. So I'm just going to kind of let the soil fall off. You don't really have to do much, you just kind of barely even have to move your fingers. And as the soil comes off, the roots will start to expose, and then you can just gently pull them apart. Okay? Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. Now, as you can see, that's the existing root structure from what was in the cell tray. I'm going to bury this all the way up to these leaves here. What that's going to do is it's going to allow roots to come off of this stem structure and create a really good solid base for the tomato plant, and that will help when any high winds or anything along those lines happen. And then I'll show you this as these guys get bigger and I go to plant them. What I also do when I plant them And don't worry, I will show you guys this later on. But these very bottom leaves, I don't pick them off. What I do is I bury them when the plant has reached planting stage. So you're going to be talking about 4 inches high from this point on, 3 to 4 inches high, depending upon your variety. And what I'll do is like I was saying, I was going to plant these lower leaves below, and that also will cause rooting. These guys, they won't rot, they will root in the ground. And I did this accidentally, and it wasn't until about 1.5 years ago that I ended up finding out that this was a thing that gardeners do for their tomatoes, because it helps to create a deeper root structure, since tomatoes in general are not deep rooting plants. They're a little bit more surface level. So that was something that a lot of gardeners use as far as technique to make sure that they have really good, sturdy tomato plants. All right, got our tag in our little pot. Whoop, whoop. All right, let's keep going. Okay, pausing the regularly scheduled programming to show you this kinky curly guy. Okay, so if you're starting from seed and you see something like this happening, now this guy here, this is a yellow pear tomato, and it's going to be one of the smaller varietals. It's supposed to be super duper sweet. So number one, their stem structure is different when you have a tomato of a vining variety. Currant tomato, grape tomatoes are other examples of tomatoes like this. Don't panic and don't just go ripping it out unless it's actually dead, because this is fine. All of this is still going to grow root structure, so just go on ahead and plant it, or up pot it rather, exactly how I explained at the beginning of the video, okay? Okay guys, that's all I've got for you. I can't believe, well, I can believe it, but it's still always amazing to me. I mean, look at that. Oh, I'm so excited. This is gonna be a good year. It's really gonna be a good year. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share if you enjoyed this video. And as always, keep it simple, natural, and essential. Catch you on the next one.